Blood-Sea, it's a really okay-ish anime. I only saw a clip that's out of context of like a bunch of shit, a bunch of massacre shit that's going down. So I decided to give this anime a try, and it has two installments of one being just a 12 episode anime that came out in 2011 and a movie that came out in 2012. So, not that much of a difference besides, the quality animation of the 2012 movie version, but Blood Sea is about this girl that gets trapped in like some her own reality or whatever. Her name is Seiya, and like she's just trapped in like this little village, whatever, to fight against these like beasts that's like the covenant or whatever, and like it has its own importance and its meaning, and it has to do with them and her blood and their connection and everything, because Seiya is not really a human. She's like part of them but not human at the same time. She's like a mixture of both, but yeah, and there was an installment of a sequel to it, which it got so much better, but it was a little bit cliche of how the movie was turning out, but it was a little bit better than, the actual first season of it. But it did really improve Seiya's character between, the first season and then, the movie installment. um I really don't have any like good things to say about this anime because everything was just all boring and bland, especially with the first five to six episodes was just like, again, like it was just a boring slice of life with minimum of action, and it's the same shit because she'll fight a covenant, she'll in it, and it's almost like she's about to lose, and then her eyes change colors to red, and then she just gets all this super strength and agility and everything, and just manages to fight off the covenant, kill it, and yeah, that's about it. The first time, okay, yeah, but it happens over and over again, like sprinkled on through each, like almost every episode. It feels like it's just like that, and then there's a mystery that dwells in Seiya of like her memory of like her promise, and she lives with her, pretend dad, and she don't know who her quote unquote actual mother is, because the whole thing was just a simulation. It was just a barrier that was just created just for her to live in this, fake world or this fake reality of it. And a lot of people like died, like not like, yeah, some people actually did die, but some didn't. They just like fake their deaths. They're actually, some of them were like the actors. There's like the main people that she messes with, or her classmates and her teacher, are actually all actors that they just wanted to get money, but subsequently that they all die, so not really a shocker there. It was more so like I was waiting patiently to see what it would happen. I was so ready to drop this episode, and I keep forgetting that I was watching this, because it, like, again, first 5 to 6 episodes, it was just the same generic shit again. It was just like nothing new or interesting was happening. Nothing was being developed, and I felt like I was wasting a lot of my time. But I'm not saying it was just bad. I just feel like the pacing was just so poorly executed, and I don't know if it's like most of it. If it's like, I don't know if I read this manga, I don't know if it would be a little bit different. But it was just bad pacing for me. Slow down, like you gotta find like common ground to make sure the pacing of whatever anime is like not too bad, and to being like semi decent, I guess. But it got really interesting like like probably the seventh episode and beyond, and I was just like, you know what, finally like something exciting happens, and it was a real, like, she's in like this fake simulation, this fake matrix types of bullshit and whatever. And yeah, it got really interesting, and me finding out there was a movie, I was like, okay, cool, maybe the movie could do me some justice. Maybe it could like redeem watching the fucking season of it. It only did slightly. Nothing was like developed. You get to meet some actual refreshing characters with some gimmicks and everything that you can like actually love. So it's just like, okay, a breath of fresh air. Finally, animation changed a little bit. I really didn't mind of how, the first season was, because again, it was 2011, and I don't really mind like those types of animations, because I have like a quite fond of like watching whatever animation, like good, not like terrible, but like old animations that still lives up to being one of like, the greatest of like anime shows slash movies of, all time, like Spirited Away, or what was that? What was the other one? It was it was something else. Oh yeah, my pet Totoro, something like that along those lines. But yeah, the movie did a little bit of a justice. Um, I could have wanted to see a little bit more, but I wasn't really too. I was hyped a little bit, but not too much, because coming off from the watching the season transitioning to the movie, it was just like, okay, hopefully it gets better, which it did, but it's just not enough to for me to like. I really enjoyed it. No, not really. It was a little bit of a pain to watch it in the beginning and to finally get to the end of it. It's like I'm not really satisfied as much as I would want to, which I would want to feel, but not really. Really do like the opening. The opening is really kick ass. Ending too. Saya, she's a really bland, boring character. As soon as like the movie starts, she's like a different person a little bit. No, a different person like completely. Like between the season and the movie, completely different characters. So kind of makes sense because of how the first one was turning out. It was just like, damn, like it got a bit interesting, but it just like taking too long, for me at least. Um, for my rating, I would give it like a solid. I'll give it like a solid, like probably a solid 6 or 5, because the pacing really killed it for me, and like the plot around it, it's not bad, but like the way it was executed, I don't know if it's just like an anime thing or if it's a manga thing too. I just felt like the way it was executed was just pretty bad in my opinion. But I'm not saying it's like bad. It just deserves like a drop rating. Like 5 to 6 is what I would give it for a rating. But anyways, that's just my opinion on that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. If not, that's okay with me. If anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Senegos339. I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, night, into evening, whatever the occasion is, and all that good stuff. And yeah, guys, take care, stay safe, later, and everything. Yeah.